He's a very good front runner, normally, O'Sullivan, but there have been the odd big occasion match where he's let slip a substantial lead. He'll be annoyed with himself for not being 3-0 ahead, that's for sure. And of course, Selby is rubbing salt into the wound by making him sit there, stewing.
Frame 4, Ronnie OSullivan to break.
Well, I can tell you, frame number 3 is complete in the other semi-final. Neil Robertson has won it. 2-1 there as well. 2-1 to Mark Davis, but it should have been 3-0. Remember, Davis was 2-0 up and 69 points ahead in the third frame. Now can O'Sullivan knock in this red, drop on the black, and begin the process of erasing that painful memory of the missed blue in the previous frame.
One. Eight. 9. 16. 17. 22. 23.
Well, I think you'll agree that this match has lived up to expectations, if not in terms of absolutely flawless quality, certainly in terms of thrills, drama, unexpected twists and turns.
30. 31. 38.
Any kind of dislodgement of the reds was impossible there with the angle he'd got on the black. But he's found a way to continue the run.
46. 47. 53.
Thanks to the chairman of World Snooker, Barry Hearn, and a cracking cast of players snooker's in a very healthy state these days. But I'm sure everyone would agree it would be even healthier if OSullivan came back to peak form. Not just occasionally, on a consistent basis. Not the split he desired there. And this red with the rest is definitely missable. Now he missed a blue very similar to this in the previous frame to allow Selby to the table for a colours clearance. And he's done exactly the same. Not just missed it to the same jaw.
OSullivan, 60.
I don't know about missing the blues. If he loses this frame, he'll be singing them. Wow.
One.
And Selby
7.
has got the psychological makeup that he'll relish this. He will see this as a real challenge to get back to 2 each and inflict further damage to OSullivan's chances. Putting the extension on the back of the cue like that's so much easier than in years gone by where a player would have had to use the rest.
$15. 16.
You could make a cogent argument, you know, that these two
23.
by now could have been shaking hands. OSullivan having completed a 4-0 victory and through to the final. As it is,
24.
Selby's at the table with a realistic opportunity to draw level at 2 frames each.
$31. 32.
Big shot this now if he can drop nicely on the last red. Ideally, he would like position on the blue to make the yellow
39.
more available, and he hasn't hit the cue ball hard enough. Don't ask me why, but the tendency when you're potting like that,
39.
to your right, to a blind pocket is always to undercut them. That's what Selby did. Bow your head in shame, Ronnie. What a fluke. What a fluke. And position on the pink as well. He's 22 ahead. The pink would leave Mark Selby requiring a snooker. A cruel game or what? You better believe it.
Seven.
You better mind his P's and Q's, O'Sullivan. Selby only needs one snooker, doesn't want to take any liberties, that's why he's trying to get the white in behind the blue.
Ronnie OSullivan, 7.
Trying and succeeding. Well, the blue has been his bogey ball for the last couple of frames, O'Sullivan. There's 2 pots off its spot to the middle, but this time the blue is being very much an ally. Not an easy snooker to hit.
Foul. Ronnie OSullivan, 4.
No miss called, of course, because Selby already required one snooker. He now needs 2. Selby might elect, if he has the chance, to pot yellow, green and brown, because when he gets down to the blue, with it being worth 5 points, he'd only need 1 snooker. No point in taking on the yellow there, of course, because position on the green was impossible. Well, if it is a snooker, it's certainly not a full ball one. Yes, Selby can just about squeeze through.
Foul.
Well, he
Ronnie
thought he
OSullivan,
could, and so
7.
did I.
Enter frame.
That's the end of frame. What a mixed bag it was. Excellence, blunders, also good fortune. I suppose you could say the fluke on the last red was the decisive moment. He's making hard work of this, O'Sullivan, but he leads 3-1. Mark Selby has to win the closing 3 frames to reach the final of the Paul Hunter Classic.